Hello, YouTube. Welcome to an episode of Just Get It There. I know it's been a while. I did leave Indian River. Main reasons why I left there is they took forever to get me home. And I went through two trucks with the first truck I got had issues. Pulled me out of that truck, put me into a different truck. That truck again had issues. They tried fixing it in the shop. They couldn't fix it. So I ended up driving a truck with issues. Finally got me up to Bensalem, as you all know. The truck had issues. Bensalem, nobody at that terminal. They claim there's people at the terminal, but I've never seen anybody there the whole entire time I was there. And if you've watched the video that I did about me leaving Indian River, I dropped the truck off and nobody there at the Bensalem terminal. So I left them to go to work for a different carrier. I was going to leave tanking and go into work for Hirschbach. So to go down to Iowa to go to Hirschbach, and Hirschbach, I ended up getting a ticket out in Hirschbach on the way out there in a rental car, and now they basically terminated me right on the spot. As I got out there, they said, well, you went 21 miles over the speed limit without me even getting to deal with the ticket. For any carrier that doesn't understand this is the reason why drivers don't inform you. This is a personal vehicle I got the ticket in, not a semi-truck. Let's get that clear. A personal vehicle is different than a semi-truck. You don't own that truck. You don't own it. You're renting the car for me to get there, but I am innocent until proven guilty. At least that's what I thought in the United States of America. But until I get the ticket, they told me it could take up to a year before they'll bring me back. But then I got a letter from Hirschbach stating that the reason about me losing the job is because of the ticket. I am going to submit all that with my court because they want me to go back to Illinois to fight the ticket. I'm like, I can't get to Illinois because I have no way to get to Illinois to fight the said ticket. I go, this is ridiculous. The sheriff that pulled me over, the deputy, he basically did. I wish I had this on video. I would use this whole entire that video to literally fight this ticket. I even called his superiors about it because he was on the opposite side of the traffic, did a U-turn on a 2-lane road to come and get me to write me this ticket. And at the same token, it's a busy, I call it back roads because it is a 2-lane road. They don't consider it a back road. They call it a major thoroughfare, even though it's 2 lanes. And I just want the ticket to be gone. You know, if I was doing the speed limit that the cop said I was doing while passing somebody where the right lane ends, that's perfectly legal. Last I looked, I was trying to get around a big truck. I was trying to get ahead of a semi-truck that slowed down going up that little bit of an incline. Before I didn't realize that the right lane ended so quick, so I stepped on the accelerator and passed them. So I slowed down. There were cars that I could have got into an accident with. So I chose not to take that chance to get into an accident, so I basically went past them as fast, and I moved over just for where I could, so that way I didn't run this guy off the road. But the cop that decided to pull me over, he decided to play reckless with that ticket, because if that semi-truck would have hit the brakes, he would have hit the semi-truck, he would have rear-ended the semi-truck. And as he got around me, he turned around and turned off his lights and almost rear-ended my car, the rental car that I was in. So And of course, their lieutenant goes, "Oh, this is how we train our driver. This is how we train our law enforcement to do this thing." No, it's not how you do things like that. You don't take chances in endangered lives, because that semi truck that he went around, if he misjudged that shoulder by any means, he could have caused an accident. Or if that semi truck decided to hit the brakes, he could have basically caused an accident, because the cop would have rear-ended him. You gotta use a little bit of common sense when you're doing tickets there, Illinois. Don't go after people just because you're endangering lives. When you do stuff like that, think twice before you do it. But anyways, I'm not sure whether I'm going to go to Hirschbach or not. So I'm trying to get this ticket straightened away. Hopefully I get it dismissed or dropped or something, just because this is ridiculous. You're going to pull an out-of-state driver over for passing somebody that you can plainly see. And I slow down back to the speed limit. There's got to be some wiggle room and some play around that, not just sit there and just pull people over just because, oh yeah, he's speeding. Yeah, wait. Oh, he slowed down. But I'm still going to pull him over anyways for that few minutes that he drove past. The big truck. I'm going to take a chance on endangering lives instead of using common sense to see if I slow down. But anyways, please like, subscribe, comment. Let me know your thoughts on this. And like I said, please like, subscribe. Doesn't cost you nothing. It's free. If you like something, like it. Put a like up there. Give it a thumbs up. If you don't like it, give it a thumbs down. I really don't care. Do whatever you got to do, but like, subscribe, please comment. And I'd be happy with that. But that's it for now. I'll keep you updated on the progress of what happens. But for now, that is all. See you on the next one.